Oh, no, he didn't.
Girl. Yes, he did. He actually did that.
He actually did that. He did that. Okay. Welcome to another episode of Oh No Girl Yes, the podcast. We talk about all things that we want to talk about, and we appreciate y'all listening and joining in the conversation. Make sure you comment and share. You can find us on all social media platforms, all podcast platforms, and don't forget you can also see the video on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Now, the person we talking about right now is we always talk about somebody. No, he didn't, but this one he did it, and we are talking about one and only Mr. Big, Ron Isley. Amen. Now, if you don't know who Ron Isley is, where you been? But if you don't know who he is Ron Isley of the Isley Brothers, longtime supergroup. So recently they had a versus musical battle against Earth, Wind & Fire. First of all, let's just talk about the music in the event.
That I knew it was going to be great. I knew it was going to be great. So I went in with high expectations and they exceeded it for me. And it's from the music to the setup to they had camera work. They had a jib camera flying in, and I was amazed. I was like, this is high quality stuff right here.
The versus battles have definitely steadily improved, but it's like this thing of, and I always say that my age range, my demographic had the best life from growing up in the 70s to the 80s to the 90s. I claim that we had the best experiences.
Right.
And that music, we were kids when that music came out, but you see the French fries, you see the cookouts, you see the card games. It sounds like family. It's their music sounds like love and happiness and joy. And even the sexy time songs, it still feel like, even it might be secret, I don't know, it just feel like right. It feel like good, wholesome, clean family fun.
It's feel good music.
100%. Just, and what's crazy for me is I'm a huge Earth, Wind & Fire fan. Finally went to an Earth, Wind & Fire concert. I probably would not have said I was an Isley Brothers fan, not to say I wasn't a fan, but just if I was going to pick one, I would say, oh, Earth, Wind & Fire, no more of their songs. But hearing them go back and back to back, I was like, okay, you know what?
Same. I really thought it was going to be we knew it wasn't going to be a real battle.
Right.
But I just thought Earth, Wind & Fire would have spoke to me more, and they did. But just in that moment, in that battle Sunday night, the Isley brother, when Ron Isley got up on that couch, I think he started feeling himself a little bit. I was like, you better do that thing right.
And that's what we want to talk about. We want to talk about Ron Isley. So the music is great. Hall of Fame, all magical, wonderful, Grammys, lifetime, worldwide. Ron Isley though. So he has been the talk of the town.
He has.
Because Ron Isley has always been with beautiful women. Ron Isley was Mr. Big. He's always been Pimp Daddy,
Always been relevant. Always. Kept
everybody know Ron Isley. Mr. Big. That's Mr. Big, right? He gonna keep a beautiful young woman. He has this persona. He was different last night. And we
Sunday
all
night.
saw what had happened. Now, I think Ron Isley that was trying to look young had more of the Jerry curl, slick back, black hair.
Very jet black
eyebrow, like everything, like let me stay young and black, and baby, that thing, let the silver come through. Let that silver come through.
Let it flourish.
And we was all like, but where Ron Isley at?
Because who was this on his couch?
He said his sexy friend. I ain't never looked at Ron Isley. I don't think most of us ever looked at no Ron Isley.
The best thing he could have ever done was get rid of that just for men jet black hair.
Let's talk about it. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hey, men, please stop painting your beards. I know why you do it. I actually know why you do it. I'm a black woman with black hair that's becoming gray and yellow and white. And you have this inclination of, well, still most of it's black. I only have a little bit. Let me make it all black. Men, if you start seeing flecks of silver and magic come through, let it come through, let it take over, because Ron Isley, who is married to a beautiful young woman, she finally said, baby, I don't think you need to paint that beard no more. I don't even think he had a beard. He didn't have a beard.
He just had the slick hair.
And he had really thick, bushy eyebrows.
And the eyebrows.
He had no beard. Now,
right.
Let's talk about beards, then we're going to talk about gray. Beards, yes.
Every time.
Every time.
1,000 times, yes.
That will always be the answer.
It will always be there.
When I tell you, always yes.
I don't know if you remember that it was a video going around with a guy on Twitter who had shaved his beard. It might have been during the pandemic time. And people were like, oh no, why'd you do that, baby?
Listen, I have seen pictures of men. I will tell you, the last 2 men I've dated, I will tell you this, had beards or have beards. And I've seen older pictures of them. Girl, I'm gonna look at them. Like, I'm like, is that what your face look like? Don't you ever, I be thinking like, if we continue dating, the rule is gonna have to be, you don't ever shave your beard.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna like you. I'm not gonna like you. And it is amazing how, in theory, a beard is covering, but it enhances. How are you covering so much? Half your face is covered with this beard, but it's not because you was ugly without it, but you know what? You be ugly without it.
Stop it.
Girl, listen, man, if you don't know if you should grow a beard or not, and you've been thinking about it, and you're not sure, yes.
Do it.
Do it. Man, if you have a beard and you've been painted black, stop. Let it be gray. Now, let's talk about this zaddy moment. Everybody's like, okay, zaddy, which I don't even know what zaddy means. It means like a daddy.
It's daddy, but you know, look.
You know, okay, I see you. And it's different than like an old man.
Yeah, it's not daddy. It's not daddy.
It ain't daddy. It's zaddy. It's like you somebody's daddy, not mine.
I should have worn tag your daddy today. I should have worn that shirt.
Oh, we should have worn tag your daddy. Because y'all know we ain't never mad at nobody's daddy. You should have worn your tag your daddy shirt. Y'all know we love daddies around here. I ain't never been mad, really. The only daddy I can ever think of I've been mad at is my own. But
talk about that later.
Another podcast, another session. We need licenses and stuff for that one. But the point is, mature men. And I understand we're getting older too. So I know we probably would not have been saying this 20 years ago.
Right.
We were still young and sprite and looking at young, tight-faced men. But now it's something about, I don't know if it's like society, we are more embracing of men. There's men who are going gray much earlier, much sooner, embracing it because it's like, it's sexy.
Yeah.
And we would have never said, oh girl, yeah, bring me old gray-haired man. He'd be like,
yeah, I don't, at what point did it become sexy? Did it come with our age or I think it's more society's acceptance of it.
But who was the first one that did it? And we said, okay, we're going to allow this. It had to have been some celebrity or somebody had to have done something great.
Oh, what's his name? Was it George Clooney?
See, now, okay, George Clooney, he had a beautiful head of black hair. He did let himself go gray.
He let himself go gray, and I think it kind of, the ladies,
you know what? That's a good point. He did go gray. Mm-hmm. I would not. That is not who I thought you were going to try to think of. Just for the record.
I went way back though. That was a while ago.
I don't know if I was.
But that's the first thought of, oh, somebody gray. That's the first thought that came to my head. Like, oh my God. Okay.
Let me tell you who was gray before gray was cool, and I think he just let it go. Was Jay Leno. I mean, he ain't no sex symbol, but true. But Jay Leno was on TV and he just said, we just gonna let it go gray.
He did.
Ted Danson.
Yeah.
Sam from Cheer. Remember when he let his go gray.
Yep.
Burt Reynolds never did he? He started wearing a gray wig before he died.
Mm-hmm.
Has Tom Selleck has not gone gray. Tom Selleck still holding on to whatever color it is in his bottle. But listen, what black man went gray?
That's what I'm about to say with name.
Because I have seen those posts where it be the black man with the gray beard and it be all these little different poses. And you be like, oh, okay, why is it affecting me that way? And I don't know when we woke up. Like I said, I don't know if it's like we just got older or that the men are actually younger, but just accepting gray earlier. I think it's a combination of what or not.
It's a combination of a lot of things, I think. I think it is our age. I think it's the men accepting it. And I think society is accepting it as well. It's making it cool to be gray.
Well, yeah, we just run ISLEY last night.
Gray and bearded. Yeah, I mean, it's some pictures coming out today, a lot of memes and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't think I saw that pose last night.
The other thing is he got his teeth done differently.
Yeah. Very true.
So I appreciate him being in the business, being in public for so long. And it's almost like, you know how a lot of times as you get older and you're trying to hold on to youth or you're trying to enhance something to hold on to your looks. It's almost like he just had to dial some of his stuff back.
Because he was doing too much.
It was too much. The teeth used to be a little bit bigger and more, you know, teethy. You know? But you know, he like got some teeth that look like, oh, them look like human teeth. And the beard and the white. And just this vibe, he still was Mr. Big, but it would just, we read it different. And I know his beautiful wife is at the house like, let me find out I'm gonna have to cut everybody this morning. Okay, over my old man. Because I'm sure when she was walking down the aisle, I think he had married, I think she's like a twin, and she was one of his backup singers or something like that, I think. I feel like I remember that.
I don't recall any of that.
Girl, he dropped a new music video today. He dropped a new music video today. They after his battle, and the wife is all up in there on the video with him, like, and yeah.
I ain't mad at Mr. Ron at all.
I ain't mad at Mr. Ron Isley. So he is relevant, and not only is he relevant, he is what we talking about on purpose. Okay. Yeah. And I love to see it. I love to see somebody who's been out here for 50, 60, 70 years reinvent themselves, and not in a way that's ridiculous. Not in a, I'm gonna get a young face. Y'all been jamming to my albums for 40 years and I don't have one wrinkle. Don't do that to me like that. Don't do me like that, Madonna. Don't do me like that, okay? We've been here together. So there's no reason for you to have the face you had back then, okay? Right. I saw you the whole time. But Mr. Ron Isley, now, I'm trying to think. I'm thinking of the last few guys I've dated in beard game and color beard. So I'm gonna say the last two for sure are bearded and are silver-ish.
I haven't gotten to
any other.
I haven't gotten to the silver, not because they dyed their hair. They're just not silver yet.
You still date young. You still date young men.
I do. You I mean, you don't go way up there.
There. Well, I have gone way up there. I don't know that I would do it again.
Because girl, okay, we ain't gonna talk about it. But yes, so
I have gone 19 years ahead before.
19 years ahead of I gotta stay under my daddy age. So
well, that's why again we're gonna go back to my therapy. If I had a relationship with my daddy, maybe I would make the correlation between a man that age and fatherhood. But I have no connection to men that age. So I don't see them as like he could be my daddy. It's like he's somebody I can kiss in the mouth.
Oh Lord, yeah. Okay, so there's the thing. I was thinking about that, like with the Ron, like I appreciate the pictures and stuff like that, but could I actually kiss a Ron Isley? Yes. And I don't know that I could. I know you could, but I don't know. It would be just like a trophy for me. It would be so nice to have just a grown man, but at the same time, it's like,
really?
I don't know that I could.
But listen. In 10 years, you may or may not feel differently. I don't know that I would have kissed one 10 years ago.
Right. Now a Ron Isley, like the actual Ron Isley, that's one thing.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay. So you might would consider Ron Isley, but mostly because you want people to say, oh, okay, Ron Isley, she was Ron Isley. But then if he tried to kiss you in private, you'd be like, now look, we were just playing. That was just
for the red carpet. That was just for the red carpet.
Now, I feel like we talked about a couple of old men. We talked about Smokey Robinson, and we talked about Lionel Richie. Mm-hmm. Now, neither one of them are great. Mm-mm. They hold on. Mm-hmm. If we talk about Ron Isley, who now has accepted grade, we talking about Smokey, who is obviously getting work done, but still got them hips moving.
See, I just can't get over. Yeah, I can't get over the last time I saw him.
Robinson concert. I don't care.
I cannot get over the last time I saw him in concert. You could not tell that man he wasn't the sexiest man in the room.
He was the sexiest he had ever been. And you see him and you think
this was a few years ago. Like this was
some years ago. We was at this concert. We wasn't together, but all these people in the room and sitting here looking at their mama Smokey Robinson, and you're thinking, you know what, but Smokey, I don't care what they say about.
Oh my God.
And I said, I don't know if they're replacement hips or not, but he is attached to them and they are moving. Okay, Lionel Richie. He got him a new young girlfriend. She 40 years younger than him. 40.
See, Lionel never really did it for me, just personally, period.
But if Lionel Richie said, wow, you're gorgeous, can I take you to lunch? You gonna say, Lionel, you ain't doing it for me.
No, absolutely not.
Thank you very much. You're going to see how far that thing going to go. And by the time you on trips and living in the house, you're like, girl, I don't know how I ended up with this old man. Girl, I don't know how I ended up with this old man.
Oh my goodness.
I'm living a good life. I'm with Lionel Richie. Okay. So you got Ron Isley, you got Smokey Robinson, and you got Lionel Richie. Pick one of the three that you gonna kiss in the mouth. Which one?
Oh my God, I gotta pick one. Okay,
pick one that you gonna kiss in the mouth.
This is so hard.
I want you to pick one. Now, because I feel like you've kind of already admitted, for you to deal with any of them, it's strictly because of who they are. It's not like it was just that old on the street.
You know what? I don't know, but I might have to go with Smokey. Surprisingly, yeah, I know.
I think Smokey is probably the oldest. He's like 117. So why Smokey?
I don't know, because I really love Smokey Robinson. Like I do. So I mean,
okay, and so you.
Oh no, Isley just became a looker last night for me.
Last night, this is true. He's new to the game.
Yeah.
So, but
who would you pick?
In the mouth is what you're saying.
Why you gotta keep? You said if I had
to look this up. He's 81.
81.
All right, out of the three, you picking Smokey Robinson, who is 81. Coming in at number 2, age-wise, Ron Isley, 79.
See, ain't no difference.
Going up the rear is Lionel Richie, 71.
This is sick, and I'm just.
It's a little bit sick, but I'm gonna say tag your daddy.
Yeah. What? You didn't answer the question. Who you picking out? You a kid, one of them.
Yes. Because let me tell you why. I find them all attractive for different reasons. First of all, I love successful people. I'm attracted to successful people. So, but that's not like on no gold digger tip. It's like I like that you're great at something. I also like people who are happy and joyful. So I don't know their personalities, but if you're successful, a lot of times you're joyful in what you're doing. I like creative people. These are creative men, so, by the time Smokey be telling me about some song he wrote for the Temptations, I'm like, baby, that's my jam. Put it on. So I love creative, smart, intelligent, successful people. So yes. Tag all 3 of them zaddies.
Right.
I'm gonna say yes. You picking Smokey, who ironically is the oldest one, even though you don't like old men. I find that interesting.
But I mean, 79 to 81 ain't really that much different, right?
I know, but it's not. It really isn't. Well, listen, these young men are vibrant. They still relevant. They still out here in these streets. And I mean, could you imagine being 79, 81 years old on the internet? Let alone dropping new albums and making new music videos. I'm like, look, I done did that for the past 30, 40 years. Don't say nothing else to me about doing. I ain't got to do nothing else. I feel that way at 45. If I don't do another thing, I have done more than enough.
Right.
Okay? So I think it's inspiring. I think when they get with these young women, they feed off of the young women's youth, but then also the woman, feeds off of his experience. And they like you would be the trophy woman. We don't know what they doing off camera when they leave the red carpet. Get out my face, old man. And she might be beating him and don't change his diapers on a regular basis. We don't know. But we do know last night. So tell us in the comments, do you need a beard? That's number 1. I'm going to say I would prefer a beard. Yes, bring it on. 2, should it be gray? Yes, it should be gray. I don't care how old you are. Be gray.
No, it don't have to be gray.
You can be 32. Don't paint that thing just because you young.
Well, you don't have to paint it, but it doesn't have to be gray. I am attracted to dark beards still too, like naturally dark beards. Yeah. So you don't have to paint. If you paint it, then it becomes black and not brown or whatever.
I'm past my pirate stage.
But
I'm past
I am
my black beard stage.
Beards are attractive to me, so yeah, you just let them be natural or whatever.
And a good beard, a good beard is hard to find. When you find one, you gotta hold on to it. That's people taking a turn.
Men struggle to connect sometimes. It'd be like a little patchy and stuff, and you gotta go through that awkward stage and stuff like that. So a
good beard is just like a good head of natural hair. It didn't start out pretty.
Yeah, that's true.
And you didn't have to pray about it, and you didn't have to say a few chants to get it to where you proud of it. And so when I see a man with a good, beautiful, healthy beard, I know the struggle because I'm cultivating a head of hair. And so you feel like your beard game. I mean, there's a guy, I don't know his name, but he is on Facebook, and the only way I know him is because of his beard. I don't know him at all. But one time I saw him at a football game, and I said, "Okay, beard." And I walked past him. "Okay, beard. Okay." And he sent me a Facebook friend request and was like, "Hey, I saw you today. You liked my beard." I'm like, yeah, calm down. Be easy. But so whenever I see him comment or something on myself, I'm like, "Oh, that's beard." Don't know nothing about this man. But he has cultivated a gorgeous beard. Almost to the point where I almost think it's fake. Because they do beard weaves now, ladies. They do have beard toupees.
And I'm not going to get into that, but
I've seen the videos.
I've seen them too. I mean, it is.
But what's the difference?
Ain't no different.
Okay,
if I put weave in my head,
we do weave.
So as long as it looks natural, I guess that's the whole point of weave, right?
Just don't let me find out. Just don't let me find out you glued that to your face. Even though you look better with it.
I wonder if they could get patches done, like, to fill in, like how we could put like hair clips in.
Yeah, no, they just because it ain't gonna stick to the hair. You have to clean it all. I didn't watch these videos, and they had like this black felt, and they put the glue on, and then they put all this hair, and they shape it up. I'd be afraid to get in the shower with that. But listen, fellas, if you know you have an event to go to and don't nobody know you, and you can show up with a full beard.
That would be nice, right?
I say do that. I say go for it. I'm not gonna do that.
Just see what happens, and then based on their response.
What's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Random women gonna walk past you and say, "Okay, beard." Go ahead and get the gray done. If you go buy a beard, buy a gray. Don't buy no black. But okay, Ron Isley, we just wanted to do an episode to salute you. We want to salute all the zaddies. Hey, if you are listening to this podcast and you are fans of us and you think we cute and adorable, and you got a daddy, tag your daddy. We probably could be family.
That is awful.
Yeah, I'm so sincere. Tag your daddy. Because just because he's your daddy don't mean that he should not have a wonderful woman in his life. Again, outside of your mama. I don't know how they broke up or if she's still with a breast up. So listen,
please don't tag your daddy.
We ain't gotta go into all that. Just tag your daddy.
Please don't tag him if your mom and daddy still together.
They might have an arrangement. These old school couples, you can have a whole.
They be on Bumble, like, we just looking for a third party. I'm like, wait a minute.
Hey, listen, we ain't trying to get in y'all's business. Just tag your daddy. We ain't trying to get your family business, but we do want to be at the family reunion. So I'm gonna say Ron Isley was a yes and a blessing. The musical event was wonderful. I'm sure people are downloading playlists all day long today. Yeah. Let us know. Do you like a beard? Do you need a beard? Do you prefer a beard? I'm sure there's somebody out there that don't like beards. Gray beards, where are we on that? Is it if he's young and it's gray, you can go with it? Or are you attracted to older men who present as an older man and that's hot too? Let us know. Where are you on your gray hair journey? I'm just letting mine come in.
I just got like one little piece right here.
Child, mine is coming in patches. It's like, hey, my glitter is coming through. And sometimes I think I done got into some paint or something. And it'd be like, no, baby, that's nature's paint. And we just gonna go with it. That's what it is. It's starting to come in all along the side. And I'm just gonna let it be what it is for right now. Don't say that when y'all see me paint my hair black. Judge your mama after you
know her hair ain't black, right? Y'all know that, right?
Judge your mama after you tag your daddy. All right, we want to know what y'all think. It was a good feeling, felt good, started the week off strong. Ready to have some fish fries. And
it's getting hot outside, and we're kind of,
It just made sense, right? It just felt like a happy, good time. So let us know what y'all think. And again, really, I'm not kidding. Please tag your daddy. All right, we will talk to y'all next time. Oh no, he didn't.
Girl, yes, he did.
Thank you, Zaddy.
Zaddy.
Thank you.